Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome you in continuation with our previous lecture. That we will solve question in which refrigerant will enter into the compressor from the evaporator at not fully saturated state but a wet state, and reaching up to the level of the fully saturation stage. When it will leave from the compressor, refrigerant will be fully saturated state, means there is no superheat. Although this is a only ideal case, because it is very difficult to achieve this point from the evaporator, so that from evaporator vapor and liquid mixture will enter into compressor in such a way, at such a point that after leaving the compressor it will be fully saturated. That is almost impossible situation. But if it is occurring, then because question, any kind of question may be asked in competitive examination, so here we must know how we tackle such type of problem. So let us draw that diagram for that purpose. So all calculation that we have made, I think we will use. So we only replace this one. So condition is like this. Suppose there is no undercooling. Simple question, we have to find out what is X here. What is X? What is the quality of the refrigerant at this point when refrigerant entering into, because rest of things already we know, already we have calculated in questions. So only thing that we require how to find out H1, so that we can calculate COP of the system. That is the purpose of this extension of the problem. So now see that you know that what is S2. S2 from the table at you see that S2 is given. S2 for 40 degrees centigrade temperature, you see S2, because this is the case of the fully saturated state, 1.7115. S2 is given, S2 is given 1.7115 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Kilojoule per kg Kelvin. And you know that this process is isentropic. This process is isentropic. So using this property, S1 equal to S2. S1 equal to S2, S2, that is equal to SAFG. SAF plus X into SAFG. This is the equation. And S2, S1 equal to S2. From here you see S1 equal to S2. When S2 equal to 1.71, 1.71 equal to SAF. Now see here, this is SAF and this is FG. All these two values are given in the table. For 10 minus 10 temperature, you see that SAF equal to 0.9509. 0.9509 plus X into XFG means FG minus SAF. Putting these values, 1.7115 equal to 0.9509 plus X into SAF, FG minus SAF, 1.7357 minus 0.9509. By using this equation, we can find out X. So again we calculate this value X. 1.7115 minus 0.9509 equal to this one, by divided by 1.7357 minus 0.9509. This X equal to, sorry, there is some mistake in calculation. 1.7115 minus 0.9509, 1.73 नहीं, 1.71 ही रह गई. दिस वैल्यू रॉन्गली हैव टेकन minus 10 डिग्री पर जो वैल्यू हमने लिया है, दैट इज दिस वैल्यू. हाँ सही है, ओके. 7357 minus 0.9509, so that is equal to 0.969. X equal to 0.969, we take it 0.97. So this means that 97 at this point 97% is vapor and 0.03% is a liquid. Very small quantity of liquid is allowed while refrigerant is entering at the compressor. That is called a wet compression. And but after compression it is reaching to the fully saturated state. In this case, although compressor work is minimized, but cooling effect is also minimized here. Here lesser amount of cooling you will find if you allow refrigerant entering into the compressor at wet stage, because cooling amount is reduced. That's why this is, although it is a very impossible, almost impossible to select a point from where refrigerant will allow to enter into the compressor, and after a compression process we have to control compressor in such a way that it will just reach up to the saturation stage. This is a most difficult process. That's why although theoretically we solve it, but practically not possible. Once we get x, then you calculate everything. You now calculate everything. X, we got x. So we now calculate, because these are not required now. So x now here, x equal to 0.97. And other values you can get here. Then now find out. Only thing that required is H1. H1 is required. H1 means H1 equal to क्या होगा? HF plus XHFG equal to HF plus X into Hg minus HF, and put all values. You see what is HF at this point. What is HF at minus 10 degrees centigrade? You see 187. This is 187 and plus 0.97, that is a quality of the refrigerant. Hg you can see from the table 393 minus HF 187. So you see what is H1. H1 equal to 187 and plus 0.97 into 393 minus 187 equal to 386.82 kilojoule per kg. So you know all values for finding out this cycle. If a refrigerator, if the system, cooling system, refrigeration system operate in this cycle, then all values now known to you. To find out COP equal to Q upon W, and Q is given H1 minus H4 upon H2 minus H1. Here we write here H1 minus H4. H1 already we have calculated. H1 386.82 minus H4 means H3. F3 is given 256 upon H2 minus H1. H2 is given 420 minus H1 386.82. So what is a COP? COP now calculate 386.82 minus 256, 420 minus 386.82, that is equal to 3.94. The result is obvious. Though we have reduced the compressor work, but cooling effect is reduced. When cooling effect is reduced, the COP is decreases. Performance of the system is decreased when there is a wet compression compared to dry compression, compared to superheated compression. So in second place, you can see due to reduce in cooling effect, COP is reduced. Though we have reduced the work done also, but cooling effect is much decreased compared to decrease in work done. That's why there is a COP. So it is now crystal clear that this situation is not advantageous to use for cooling purpose in a refrigeration system. We have to avoid this one. To find out, let us find out what is a mass flow rate, and for this case. So let us see what is mass flow rate. COP, we have calculated COP equal to 3.94. 3.94. Next we have to calculate mass flow rate. Mass flow rate क्या होगा इसका? What is the mass flow rate? So Q equal to mass flow rate into cooling effect. So M equal to Q upon QE, and Q is given 15 ton. 15 ton, 15 into 3.51 kilojoule per second. 1 ton equal to 3.51 kilojoule per second. So 15 into 3.51 upon QE. QE equal to H1 minus H4. H1 minus H4, that is a 15 into 3.51 upon H1. H1 we have calculated already in previous question. H1 I think we have erased the data. H1 का data remove कर दिया हमने. H1 that we have calculated. Let us calculate again H1. H1 calculate again. H1 equal to, because we know what is quality, x equal to 0.97. So HF is given 187 plus 0.97 into 393 minus 187. So we can find out HF. So 187 plus 0.97 into 393 minus 187 is equal to 386.82. H1 equal to 386.82 kilojoule per kg. So now we get H1. Let us remove it. H1 386.82 minus H1 minus H4. H4 equal to H3 because it is isenthalpic process. H4 equal to H3, and F3 you can see for 256. So now mass flow rate equal to 15 into 3.51 upon 386.82 minus 256, that is equal to 0.402 kg per second. Because cooling effect is reduced, so mass flow rate will increase. Once the cooling effect is reduced, mass flow rate is increased. That is Y case. Once because of the reduction, because we are not using full strength of the refrigerant, we are using wet compression. So some cooling effect is remaining, so more mass is required. That is why from earlier case mass flow rate was lesser. Now this is more. And if you calculate per minute, multiply by 60. So you see here 24.14 kg per minute will be mass flow rate. This is a mass flow rate, and accordingly everything will change. Dimension of cylinder will change, power of the compressor will change, everything will change. But already in case 1, only thing that required here, we have to find out X, quality of the refrigerant. Once you get quality of refrigerant, you will get H1, H2 is already given, Fc is already given. So rest of things you can find out from earlier solution that we have solved question. I think that is sufficient for you to understand solving this kind of problem. If you see combined first question and theoretical explanation that yesterday we have discussed, and question before that question we have solved all three things. You combinedly join together, you will find any kind of question based on the single stage or two pressure system, two temperature system. You can solve, because all things I have tried to combine in one question. So I think this is enough for you, and hope that we will also solve, we will take case of the combined means compound refrigeration cycle, when two compressor will require combined. These are used in the heavy duty, means industrial refrigeration system. 2 or 3 compressor system can be used, that also called cascade refrigeration system. We will also solve one question based on the compound refrigeration system. Already we have discussed so many things in air conditioning problems. So we will also solve one more air conditioning problem. They've done the total heating and cooling load calculation of the given space, whether it is in the room or in a laboratory or theater or any hall. So I think this problem is very important problem for you. And if you have practice and you understand all steps, you can solve problem of any competitive examination. I can assure you that no problem will be designed that will not cover in this problem in any competitive examination. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.